Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, this should be good. Let me actually just mute myself. I don't want to listen to it. Alright, cool. Well, we're back. Yeah, so I think I did a little bit of formatting. Yeah, so Void has been a little bit more fleshed out than what we previously had. And now we even have Mastery. Actually, let me make that its own category. Mastery. Mm-hmm. Uh, less. It's going to be way less placed on like how much XP you get, more how many times you play with that character. Right, and so usually when you'd play, you'd have a mission to go into, like you'd save someone, you'd go find something. And so what this does is that as you do more, you will get more competent with the magics that you use, with your own archetype, with your elements. There we go. All right. So we do have the ability to ignore resistances, and I always question whether or not I should put resistances, just because I don't like dealing. I don't like rolling for damage and then having someone say, "Oh, well, you actually have to half it." So resistances aren't usually, they aren't common, though they are there. When you encounter something with resistances, then it's something that's really tanky, like maybe a turtle. He'd have resistance to everything but very low health. Or it would be something legendary, like say you were facing a fire dragon. Well, obviously he would be more than likely resistant to fire if he's living in a molten lava area. And so I think that makes for better gaming, just a lot easier time and more fun for the players. All right. Yeah, other things, it's just like, oh, I gain another element to play around with, or oh, the things that are weak, they take more damage, which is always nice, right? Because say say you attacked something that was weak to you, but you couldn't really kill it. This would make you more able to one shot the other character, yeah, the monsters. Right, this we've already seen. I do need. Okay, so the Omomori buff is already planned. It's not typed out. Let me give you a sneak preview. Right. So these straight buffs, I don't really want to put a buff and then a detriment on them, just personal preference. And there's small things like avoid the first hit of combat or give a free d10 3 times before it breaks. Right? Because Omomori, they are supposed to, or they're usually bought like every year, I think. So they are somewhat consumable. Archetypes. Oh yeah, that's right. While formatting, I also move things around. Like this, no, was it? Yeah, this archetypes was actually after the weapons, but this way I think it reads a lot better, right? Because you roll your stats, then you choose your element, and then you choose your weapons after seeing your stats. You're like, oh hey, I've got high dex. Let me take a, not a bow. What is it? Yeah, let me take. That's wrong. Hold on. Yeah. Let me take a sword or something. Oh, you know what? I should put a long sword here. A two-handed sword. Dang it. Ah, no. Okay, I can. Cool. Cool. Two-hand sword. Two-hand sword. Tab. Maybe it's just dex plus d10. That might be something. Rather than making it a combo weapon, we'll leave it just there. But see, while every other two-handed has the ability to increase using both stats, this d10 will always stay a d10. And honestly, maybe I'm gonna say maybe it should be a d8. Right, so then I can reduce the other melees. Since, to be fair, most of the damage isn't really coming from the weapon's additional dice, it's more coming from you. Here's a little bit of formatting that I like. See, it reads going down, but the what is it? But the program reads it left to right. So I think this is probably some basic formatting thing, but I thought it was real nice. Yeah, favor, weak, battle. These are just definitions. Battle is going to need to be defined today. Oh, right. Yeah, we also have the mask making. I don't want to say tutorial. It's not even really a guide, is it? I mean, it's got some tips. Yeah, it really needs images. Let me just save that. Let me do this. Yeah, we'll get to drawing. We will get to drawing. Okay. Man. Where's my pen? Yeah, this one was from a couple streams ago. As you can see, still unfinished. Let's see what we can do. Flip horizontal. Maybe not. Transform, flip vertical. Yeah. That's good. Yes, apply. What? Yeah, I'm still thinking about what to put for sunshine, but for, I don't know, sunset, midnight maybe. I've got the idea for a wolf howling at the moon. I did, however, put him at a weird angle, at a strange position, I would say. Right, let's... Okay, now it's just fully covered. But I think rather than having it slope down, I might have it slope up, just to get more of that leg extension in there. That would be about here, right? Down. down, and then this down, and then this here maybe. Now let's push it up a bit, make him a little bit more angular. Alright, that's halfway decent. Okay, hold on, let me check the volume, because I did want to try something else today. That's no good. Hold on, here. I'll have to wait for that to pop in. No. If we're gonna push it, we're really gonna push it. This might have to come up a little bit more. Just howling at the moon. Oh, you know what? His face is all messed up, which for a werewolf, probably totally fine. But for what I want, no. Right, this, oh, I could give him a little bit of characterization. Just marginal characterization by giving his, that I'm making his ear cut, or like putting a ring around it. But whatever the case, this right ear should be bigger since it's closer to us. Alright, Q. He does need some hair. Let's just, yeah, just 2 going forward and then a couple going back, which will cover his left ear. Yep, that looks decent. Decent, dare I say good. Whoa. Let's just get a little bit of there. His neck's really chunky. Yeah, I do believe we may, right, just make it some little bit. I kind of want to bolster his, yeah, his lower jaw. It was kind of weak before and really far forward. Whoa, my mistake. Yeah, okay. So I think we have him leaning forward. Yeah, his right leaning forward a bit. Which will bring the left back, the left shoulder back. And we'll almost cover that claw. That should be better. For our wolf. Okay, let's make him more muscular here. I mean, it may look cancerous, but it's just got to really push. Right, and this foot I want it to be almost vertical. Almost. You know what would help? Making it all black. I think that'll really push it back. Okay, now we just shape it. shape it, shave it down. We're getting better. And we can even give the little part some muscular definition. Okay. What can we say about this? I mean, this there's something. You know, there's something about it, and I think I might have figured it out. I think his eye is too low. It really should be... should be maybe up here, I think. Let's just get some white. Then some black. Okay, let's clear up the face, I would think. Muscles should come here, and then a little bit of fur here to define them. Then I should really use reference, I think. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll push everything on the left further into black just to really push it back. Okay. Just scribble it in right now. I don't know, something like a shooting star or so would help. Oh. Okay, hold on. I got an idea. What if I first go to the line, go to here, let me take the red just to cover that up, and then I go to the pencil and we make it bigger, right, the space between them, which if it ended here, circular motion should be there. And now he's really shouting. Before, after, before, after. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's flip this over. Edit, transform, flip vertical. Hum hum hum. Alright, yo monster. Sunshine. Alright, looks like I wanted it to be step laddered up. But why? What did I want? Did I want a castle here, maybe? That'll be good for a castle, and then better define it with a road or something. Maybe that would be cool, I think. Or maybe not cool, but adventurous, shall we say. Oh man, I tried to, whoa. Okay, let me try this. Just so there's a little bit of music in the background. I can't hear it. Okay, but now you can still hear me over it, right? And I think that'll do good. Yeah. Okay, I think I lowered it a little bit, and that should be way better if I presume, which I do. No, now it's too loud. I don't want to compete with it. I want it just ever so slightly in the back. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I thought I got this cleaned up the first time. Guess not. Okay, this should be good. This should be good, and I don't want to hear it. Okay. Now let's see, where's our border? Oh, right. I didn't want the border to just be a straight line down, rather I wanted it to curve in. Which means that I will have to change that. No, I don't. For I am the artist here, and secondly, that moon would then have to move further in, and I don't want that. So instead, I think I'll put down color. When in doubt, slap color on it. Okay, let's go ahead and paint upside down. That's pretty funny, you know? I could absolutely just get rid of some of these brushes. I need to clean it up. I do. That's too small of a brush. 262 is pretty good, I think. 400 is better. Ha, ha, ha. Right, I do recall what I did. Okay, I has an idea. What if instead of it being a normal, thing, maybe I'll put it to hue or color. Right? See, and then it changes color. And like that, problem is resolved. Let me get a little bit more blue. Maybe some purples. Purples contrast. Oh, okay. I can do this. And then after the purples, we go to the yellows directly across from it. Ha, ha, ha. The yellows leading into blues just directly. I'm not even gonna bother putting green. See, it already, I've never seen the sky that color. So let's change it up. Okay, cool. Alright, Nice, nice, nice. Let's actually make it a little bit different. Or I make it a sunrise. I should have made it a sunrise. Dang it. Oh, all my best ideas come to me late. How could this be? You know what? I do want it to go to green-ish. And that will be our green. This orange could stand to be a little more saturated, and then I want yellow to be just a bit brighter, but not that bright. Yep. Okay, that's not too bad. This yellow might be a little bit too brown for our tastes. There we go, that's a lot more green, despite being yellow. Alright, and back to our roof. Right, we're not gonna have it be too bright. We're really gonna have it be, no, we're really not gonna have it be too dark. We are gonna have it be a little bit brighter, just so the wolf is one of the darker elements to it. Then we erase, and now we can go back to playing around. Particularly to the moon. Ah, right. This is a color layer. I forgot. My bad. My bad. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be called an artist if I didn't make mistakes. So, let's do this again. Right now, I feel like we're just going to draw on top of it. For the sole reason that I don't want to bother messing around with the line art. I could probably duplicate it, select all the blacks, and then push it back, or could select all the blacks, cut, copy, paste, then put them on a multiply layer above, but that's a lot of work that I don't want to do. So we're just going to go the lazy man's route. Alright, that's a decent. Let's give him some definition, some highlights. I don't know that I like this white. Maybe it should be more blue, more pale, like less, not a baby blue, but something lighter. Whoa. That's way too much. That might be good enough. Alright, let's actually test it on our guy here. Just everything that should be hit. Like this and that. Here. A little bit on the thigh. Excuse me. Clip Studio. Here. Should there be some on the tail? I don't think so. But on the belly area, definitely so. Okay, so light obscures, which means that it actually should cover the definition lines and the blacks. But I don't want to. I don't want it to be that big. I want it to be almost just the outline. Let's just really quickly clean that up. if we push it here. Alright. So this will push it forward, and then we are gold. Let's take the pencil, just ever so slightly brush it on. Right, to truly get the fur. And let's even mark out the teeth. The shoulder does jut out a little bit more than one might expect. Alright, let's mark this, mark here. Let's even push this down a little bit so that we get the semblance of a muscle. So I look like a competent artist. Oh my goodness, people are already putting up stuff for Halloween. It's not even August, it's July, right? July, August, September, October. Man. Oh man, that tea. I brewed it for too long. It's gone too far. It's too bitter. I didn't add milk to it, so now I'm suffering with it right now. Still have to drink it though. Still gotta drink it. Okay, I think that nicely defines our guy. Except that this is too big. Epic. Huh. Excuse me. Alright. Alright, that's not too bad for a guy. And honestly, this should be greener, I think. Or almost green. Let's go to generic paint. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Okay, that's getting more green. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Our turquoise. Turquoise, maybe. Right, no, it is turquoise, right? Named after the S-tone, or the stone named after the color. One of the two. Not both. Ah, man. Perhaps. What if, and hear me out, what if I make the city yellow, like almost of this yellow? Right, here we go to line, heh. See the question mark? It's the line, heh. Brush. You gotta add the heh. Okay. That's enough messing around. What if I No. I want it to almost blend in. Lighter where it's dark and darker where it's light. That's something to play around with. And then we grab this and then we make it darker. That's really hard to see. What if I make it gray? Yeah, what if I make it gray? Just play around with that. I mean, you can definitely tell it's there. And again, I'm not looking here, I'm checking back to the, what is this, thumbnail navigator? Yeah. I thought I had something. You know what? Hold on. Delete that. Clear. Right. Let's clear that. Let's clear that. No. Alright. Nice. Oh, you know what? I can show you what I want to do. Let me pull up. Not that one. No. Yes, please do, but that's not the one I was looking for. There we go. Oh my goodness, where are you? Now we'll just do this. Go here. Come on. No. How'd you get here? What? No. Could I use this as an example? Maybe. I mean, that would be pretty good. Yeah, let me do that. Do not open, please. I beg you. Okay, nice. There's one, and then the other example. Why do you do this to me? There it is, SK. Ha. Cancel. Thank you. Okay, let's go back. So, there are a couple things that I do want to do. Specifically related to formatting. In particular, first is to do something like this, where I have everything set up in in columns really, but everything's set up on the page, and then what I do is that I can way better define whatever is there by making them, hold on, what am I trying to say? I can better separate things into their own different sets by adding a little bit of a color background. And given that this is going to be digital only, unless people request it physical, which that doesn't happen. But given that this is going to be digital only, I can really separate the colors. Here I did use just the same 3 and yellow. But like here, I can even leaving it blank will then get even leaving it blank will allow people to see the separation. Yeah, and I am a big fan of one-page dungeons. That looks to be either a photo or a scanned image. But back when this was made, I'm gonna be saying that that was a photo. Excuse me for a second. Okay, back to what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So, first things first, disclaimer, not related to Spiral Knights, not involved in their dev team, their current team, their anything, really. This was a fan game, I know. Yeah, just ripping the official art, but what I want to draw your attention to is the top and bottom, those being the, I don't know, what are they called, runners maybe? Runners or... Okay, just had to check to make sure my mic was on. Oh, header and footer. Yeah, the header and footer. I do want something like that into the new game, into Yo Monster that I'm currently working on. Yeah, don't worry about these monsters. They could be formatted better. And in Yo Monster, they will be, so don't you worry about that. Yeah, this was an interesting thing to try, just making a text-based character sheet. It's really really blank, which, yeah. But it was something fun to try, especially using the, not parentheses, the brackets, yeah, to separate stuff. I think it really allowed the, I don't know, it really defined the space despite there not being too many lines. And so that's about something what I'm trying to do. Though this is going to be on the side, I do want something on the top and bottom. And the good thing about this is that, well, this file anyway, is that it is file, no, hold on, edit, change image resolution, 2100 by 3000, which, if you see our resolution, 300 pixels, that translates to 7 by 10 inches, which is perfectly the size of the page that I'm using for Yo Monster. Of course, I do have to see what's, I do have to draw something on the top and the bottom, which I do believe I had somewhere. Yes! Yes! Okay, nice. Oh, perhaps I'm not as foolish as I think. Okay, this is great. I knew I had already done it. I need to name this folder. I can't forget. What did I just call it? Header footer. Nice. Okay, it's going to be right. That's going to be the images for the mask making tutorial. Masks, we'll call it. And then this one, what do I call that? Banner? Banner's pretty good, I think. Side piece. No, side banner. I know. Could have been funny. Still, look at this. I know it's red right now, but what if I actually go on to... Hey, excuse me? Alright. Technical difficulties. Give me a moment to actually do this. Square brush. And we're gold. Ha, I found you. That was a mistake. Almost regal. Almost. So you know what I can do is to make it purple. Thy color of kings. If it would work. I mean, it separates it. What if we even get the... There we go. No. If we're doing it kingly, then we're doing it purple and yellow. Maybe not that yellow. Oh, this could be good. But yeah, some yellow-orange would probably be best. Some darker yellow-orange is ugly, holy cow. Look, never let me draw again. Okay, come on. Alright, so let's see what does it look like on white. Oh, I suppose this would just be all yellow then, right? On top. You know, I was thinking about making the lines black. The straight lines, but this yellow isn't that bad. I kinda like it. It's kinda growing on me. Now the real question is no question at all. I was gonna ask, should I leave it messy or should I actually go and clean up the lines? And yeah, I got a lot of cleaning to do. Question is, how does this look like with that? Okay. This is a conundrum. Hold on, maybe it's the line that's really pushing it off. The red underpainting, we need it. I never foresaw this happening. Yeah, look, without the line, the wolf guy kind of bleeds into the other one, but that's fine. A little bit of crossover never killed anyone. Without the line. Maybe. No, I think I'll figure something out. I think what I'll do is I'll ever so slightly change the edge to the left edge to opacity, and then what that will do will make it look a little bit better. For now, let's actually remove some stuff from this. Thank you. Alright. I think that looks a lot better. And truth be told, why don't I just... Right, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna say why don't I test it out, but I legitimately cannot. Because say I erase the color, the red's still there beneath. Oh, I kind of did it to the red though. I mean, it's all in all, it's okay. To see it fade in and fade out, it'll work, and that's the most important thing. If it doesn't work, probably shouldn't do it. Alright, let's get back to painting. What if the whole thing's just gray? Right? Because I'm already making the tower gray, but then if I... You are not what I expected. Let me grab you. What are you doing? Opacity? Pen pressure? That might work. Let's put that a little bit down there. What if I make you 100%? For a line, you shall work. It's not going to be too big to... It's better. It's not going to be too big too far away, right? So I can start with this, and the hill itself is going to hide it, and then it's going to bring it out, getting bigger as it goes. Then it's going to hide, duck beneath the hill, and we go all the way. Hum, hum, hum. Oh my goodness, I forgot I was going to talk about the enemies in this. Perhaps I'll save that for another day though. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I like to post the speed paints just because they're a lot more fun, especially with the editing that you can do. Put this up here. Speed paints are just a lot faster. When truthfully, drawings take a couple of hours at least. If you really want to be professional though. Usually it takes like a day per drawing, 8 hours of work. I don't know if I can work on one single image for that long though. Speaking of working for that long, it's already 11:02. And I think I will see you all later.